Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to talk a little bit about GenCon 2014. I don't know if you guys caught it. I am actually going to go this year. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I'm going to go. So I have to thank my wife for that big time. My son's doing really well, and he's going to make Dad happy to be able to go. So that's really, really cool for me. And if you've been following on Facebook, and I think pretty much Facebook's the only place I announced it, but I'm going to be going. And I'm really, really excited, especially that I wasn't planning on going this year. So that's really cool. I thought I was going to have to skip this year and go the following year. But I'm going, so please leave a comment. Tell me if you guys are going to go to GenCon, and maybe we can meet up. Last year was amazing. Met a lot of cool people, and I can't wait to meet them again and meet even more people. It's a blast, and if you can make it, definitely do it. I can't talk enough. Between now and then, you're probably going to see me bring up GenCon quite a bit. Alright, so I'm in my new room here, and I'm trying to get adjusted. As you can see back here, it's not 100%. Still got a ton of stuff. We got new games. This game has been really popular of late because no one can get starter sets. The Marvel Dice Masters game. I just had to order my starter set online for like double the price, but I mean it's so hard to get. You know, it was worth it for $30. You know, whatever. But anyways, that's cool. Anyways, like all of this stuff I have on my store. So if you need any of the Marvel dice or cards, I have some of those uploaded on there. Let's see here, Yu-Gi-Oh! Heroclix. That was pretty successful for a lot of people. It just kind of like dropped out of the thin air. I mean, like we knew it was coming, and then all of a sudden it was like released, and a lot of people like that. Not a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, so for me it was, it's kind of cool. The sculpts look amazing, so a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players of the card game. I think the goal was to try to get some of those people to play Heroclix. So hopefully that works out. So I don't know, but there's a lot of cool mechanics with it. And it should be pretty cool. It's going to be considered Golden Age because I guess there's some spells and traps that are not in the normal Heroclix like Marvel DC, so they're compatible but not in a modern age tournament. What else do I want to talk about here? GenCon actually posted a list of Heroclix tournaments, and I really want to cover them because they're actually really, really interesting. So let's start with that first. Thursday at 11 a.m., there's 3 tournaments. There's a 300 Fantasy Constructed, which is, I think, the Lord of the Rings and Dota. So if you're looking for that, you can play that. Modern Age AVX Scenario, I believe it's 400 points. You build a X-Men and Avengers team, and when you're there, you and your opponent roll d6, depending on what is either the higher or whatever. You pick to play Avengers, and the other person has to play X-Men, or you pick your opponent's team and you play the opposite. Same difference. And then there's also 300 Modern Age Worlds qualifier Thursday at 11 o'clock. So that is the one I'll be starting in. I'll be doing the 11 o'clock started qualifier, so I'm excited for that. Last year, I was only able to play on Friday qualifier, and I actually went 3-1, which is pretty respectable, especially since I never played the team I brought, which was a broken team anyways. I mean, it was a good team. The Ghost Rider, 2 Scarlet Witch, and Loki did really well, but I went up against a team with Batmite Ghost Rider and Bruce Wayne and Bat Cycle or something like that, or Motorcycle, and I wasn't exactly ready for that team, but it prepared me for it. But anyways, it's a good time, and this year looks to be a lot more. The team selection seems to be a little bit more spread out. Shouldn't be a lot of Ghost Rider teams, even though I could see that team being played again, but I think there's going to be a lot of different teams, so it should be really interesting for that. Also, it's kind of pretty... The cool thing about the qualifiers is you have the qualifiers Thursday and Friday, and then you have Saturday constructed World's Championship Tournament. And if you win that, you win. And the thing is, the team that you qualify with it doesn't have to be the same team you play in the actual tournament. So like last year, people would play, they would play their by the book, I'm going to get qualified team, like the Ghost Rider team. Like that sort of thing. Like, I want to at least qualify. And then they go, say they have like a really crazy team that they think could win Worlds. But they want to save that team for Worlds. So when they get qualified, they play in that with that team. So it's like you build two teams to play. And it's pretty interesting. I know a couple people did that. I know George Masu did that off the top of my head. And I'm sure a couple other people did it as well. But I was staying with him, so I know that's what he did. Played like a Ghost Rider team to qualify, and then played his Lex Luthor team on the final day, which is pretty cool. I know other people do that. I know in Golden Age a lot of people did that too. They played the Villains for Hire team because it could give you so many extra points. So like you had a really good chance of qualifying, and then they're like, well, we need another team to actually play in the tournament, and they would bring whatever broken team, cop cars or something. Which was the final match was actually cop cars versus Villains for Hire. We know how that turned out. Anyway, so that's 11 o'clock. Now at 3 o'clock, there's two tournaments: Star Trek and a Golden Age no cards. So the Golden Age no cards is 300 points. I think it looks like you only figures that no cards. So that's like bring on your old stuff. That's kind of cool. 300 Star Trek constructed. It is what it is. I'll probably be still in the other tournament because that usually lasts quite a while. 5 o'clock. Now this is something that I want you guys to soak in a little bit because I read this and I thought this is very interesting and I really, really, really want to do this. Listen to this. World's Modern Age Team Sealed. 3 players. Teams build 300-point forces. Now, I don't know if that's each player builds a 300-point force or the team of 3 people build one 300-point force and the 3 people play that same team. Like, I don't know what that's all about. I want to be in it. I'm going to be looking to form a team. I'm sure I'm going to have plenty of offers, so I will probably see what's my best options. But anyways, besides team, like who to be on a team, but that is really cool, and that could be something. I think that is pretty interesting. Now, it reads that the team plays one 300-point force, but it could be you each have 300 points. And then I really don't know. It's worded that it looks like it's just one team. So, and you know how that is when you like I've played a game where like it's like 2 big forces but multiple players playing the force, and it gets kind of like I know what's the best move. It can be kind of crazy, but I think sealed makes it interesting because it's not constructed, which kind of makes it better for like a team build, because if it's like constructed, it's just like you know what your team does, and then you just have 3 people to be like, remember how this team works. But if you have sealed, I mean, you can kind of like specialize in like parts of the team and be like, okay, we know what this is going to do. Let's do this. But it's only 300 points for 3 players. Like, to me, I would think you would want like a bigger force, like 400 or 500. But when it says Worlds, that makes me think if your team wins, like your world champion team, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. So, moving on, I will be probably taking part in that, at least at one, because Thursday and Friday basically mirror. They have the same kind of tournaments, other than like the scenario-based tournaments. So, like, there's going to be a qualifier for that team one and qualifier for the Worlds. And then they just alternate. So, if one's in the morning, the next one will be in the afternoon the next day. So, flip-flop. Then also, there's going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. And then there's going to be a Modern Age team-up, 200 points, 400-point team. See, this is kind of, well, the way it's worded, it says two players bring 200 points, and you bring them together, and you build a 400-point team. The wording on that Worlds Tournament, the team thing, is not the same. So that's why I think it's maybe one for us. So that's just Thursday. I'm going to jump into Friday. Let's see. I'm just going to run them off. We have a Friday 11 Yu-Gi-Oh! 500-point constructed. Then there's the Team Up constructed Modern Age event. That is 11. Then also the Team Sealed qualifier at 11. Let's see here. We have Fantasy 500 Epic constructed. So Thursday was a 300-point. Friday is a 500-point. Let's see. Okay, this is a cool one. At 3 p.m. on Friday, there's a constructed War of Light scenario. So I think that one's you build like lantern teams. I don't know how many lanterns. Like, I think War of Light may have just started around that time. I don't know. Maybe it's actually have gone on for a month or so. We'll see. But that's kind of interesting. Let's see here. We have a 300-point Modern Age qualifier. Okay, so that's at 5 o'clock. So on Thursday it's at 11. And then on Friday qualifier is at 5 o'clock. So if you can't make one or the other, I recommend you qualify. You play them both, because if it's like last year, how it worked was you combined your total score from Thursday and Friday, and the highest points qualify. See, I played on Friday only with a 3-1 record. If I would have played on Thursday and say I did also a 3-1, it's a good chance I may have qualified with a 6-2, because the only people that get automatic are undefeated people. So the next tier would all the way they would be 6-2. There wouldn't be like 5-1, because that means that one of the tournaments you just went undefeated. Actually, is it 6-2? Yeah, 6-2. So it would have been 5-3. So it would be 7-1. 7-1. You wouldn't go 7-1, because that means one of the qualifiers you would have went undefeated. So you wouldn't have played in the second one. I guess you could go 7-1. Then the first time, like say the first tournament you went 3-1. Then the second qualifier you went 4-0. But you would already be one of the, I think it's like 4 or 8 people that qualify as undefeated. And then it all works out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so there's a 500 constructed Star Trek at 7 p.m. on Friday, and Golden Age constructed Meteorite scenario. You can go on the GenCon website, just gencon.com, check events, and you can search through it. I think game, you put Heroclix and you can see it. Also, I want to mention throughout all the days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they basically have battle royales going non-stop. They start every hour on the screen, but it's all the time. Like it basically, whenever you can get a group to go, it goes. Now, I don't know what they're going to play this year. I know last year, basically, they just said, oh, you have a group of 4 players. Great, go play. This year, I want to bring this up because I did see it. It says, this seeding will be randomized. That's what it says right here. So I don't know what that means. That could mean that the tournaments will be like you get just the first 4 players in line are going to go. Because I know last year you'd be waiting on person, or there'd be 2 people and you're waiting for another 2 people to come. It was kind of a mess. So this year maybe, you can, how do I say this? You'll be able to get games quicker, and if you're a single player, it'll be randomized, so it'll be 3 other random people. There's good and bad. Potentially this way, you could be paired up with a bunch of players that you do not know, and you could either win the tournament and then get all the good stuff, or you lose the tournament and may only get second, third, fourth pick of what the best figures that were pulled in the tournament. So basically, if you win the Battle Royale, you get first pick of the prizes, which is usually a con LE. And maybe they'll throw an object like they did last time, like they threw out utility belt items. We don't know. They probably will have something like that again this year. So then that's like 2 items, and then like third place would get, because all the figures go back in the pot. So then you would get the best figure that was pulled from sealed, then the second best. So no matter what, you have a good chance of getting something in these tournaments, because first place will get the con, a figure. Definitely they're going to take that. So now we're down to 3 figures. So if you came in last place, you're going to get the third best figure out of the lot. And it could be, who knows, because you could pull a chase figure, you could pull some super rares, so you still could end up with some figures. So just, you're probably not going to end up with the LE, unless like you're playing and there's a chase that's pulled. I don't know, like that could be an issue. But most likely you're still going to take the con figure because it's going to be more expensive. Anyways, let's go back. So that looks like it's going to be randomized. I'm going to kind of end this short now because I think I pretty much covered everything. Saturday, there's the finals. Modern Age Worlds Finals is at 11 a.m. So it gives you a little bit. You're going to probably make it by 11. Let's see. I want to just get... okay, Modern Worlds Team Finals, 5 p.m. So there's going to be, basically, if you qualify for both of those tournaments, you're going to play, in the morning, you're going to play Modern 300-point Constructed at 11, and then at 5 o'clock, you're going to play Team Finals. The Team Finals, that right there just has me fascinated. Like, that really has me drooling to figure out what that's about, because it sounds like it's going to be like a normal tournament. Okay, it says there's 24 people that make it into that one, and for Modern Worlds Constructed, like single player, it's 32. So I think this 24 is taking into consideration the amount of teams, not players. So top 32 in Modern, that's 32 teams, which, you know, it's like 4 rounds, or actually it's more. No, it's not. It's the first 2 rounds you get qualified, and then if you don't qualify past then it cuts the field in half. And then it's just the top 16, which then I think is 4 rounds, I think. So it's like 6 rounds altogether. And then the team finals, I don't really know, because it looks like there's 24 teams, so then it would go down to 12, 6... That's a weird number. It's probably you get qualified and they'll probably knock out 8 players or something, and then top 16 or something. I don't know. But that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool, guys. If you guys know anything about that, let me know, because I'm excited about that. That sounds really cool. And then on Sunday, there's like a zombie constructed tournament at 11 a.m. And then I wanted to mention Sunday because the last Battle Royale they're going to seat is at 2 p.m., which sounds about right, because they kind of shut down the tournament in the afternoon. So, and that's when I'll be leaving. I'll probably leave Indianapolis later Sunday, hopefully around 5 o'clock or something like that. So this is going to be exciting. And if you're going to be in Indianapolis, let's see what days it is, August 14th through the 17th, definitely check it out. You won't regret it. You can have so much fun just playing Heroclix, or you can go and look at all the other games that are played and just tons of stuff. They have it set up so that you can basically play Heroclix all the time. I don't get to play it that often anymore, so I'm all in with Heroclix on this tournament. And there's other games I like to play. Like, I would love to play this Marvel Dice Masters, but you know, I'm not going to lose any sleep if I just play Heroclix. But anyways, fun tournament, best people you'll ever meet. I cannot wait to see everyone again. It was just a blast. So I don't know what else to say, guys. It's been a while since I made a video, and it's good to get back in the swing of things. Hopefully I get a better webcam. I'm in the process of doing that. I just got so many things you can see over here. I mean, I have a ton of stuff. like, it was really clean, and then I realized I didn't have all my boxes, so I still have more boxes over there. Since you're still with me here, let's see. I still have some Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets of commons and uncommons if you need that. Like 2 more sets of that, so check that out. You know, I have some figures that I need to upload to the site. I just haven't had the time. I've got a bunch of team bases. And I don't know, man. Check out the website. There's some good stuff there. There's really some good stuff. And that's it. Please subscribe, guys. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future. I know there's some videos. I need to edit that Battle Royale. I mean, it's just, you don't understand. Like, it's just crazy how much stuff. I totally knew that having a kid was going to be, like, a lot of work. But, like, it's a lot more than I even thought. And I have, like, a lot of stuff going on, too. So it's like, wow, I need to prioritize, you know, so... it's exciting though. I wouldn't change it for the world. So, and I know that a lot of you guys have kids too, so you know exactly what I mean. It's a lot of work trying to work, take care of a kid, and still have a hobby. So, anyways, all right, guys. Oh, and I have a Dark Phoenix too. Dark Phoenix Cyclops. You guys gotta get that. And a Fing Fang Foom, which I don't have on the website. All right, I'm out of here. I keep on rambling. Also, last thing. This is the last thing. I was thinking about potentially doing a vlog series of either keeping it on this channel or open another one and kind of doing these like face-to-face things, possibly doing some stuff on my phone. Trying to do something every single day just to kind of stay active. That's why I kind of would like to do it on this channel because I've already have, you know, people watching this channel. I don't, you know, want to go, you know, but so I don't know. I don't know if you guys really want to see that. I don't even know what I could post. But maybe more in-depth videos about like the business part, like of the online business, or like when I get shipments in, maybe like have someone film me unboxing some stuff, like kind of like look at all this crap. That's kind of stuff I was thinking about doing. Like, I know there's some other channels out there that they show like a comic book day, the day in the life of a comic book store. Obviously, this is kind of like an online store, and it's not the same. But you know, maybe it'd be kind of interesting. Maybe I can shed some light into some of this stuff. I don't know, just stuff I was thinking about because it's hard for me to find time to make a video and edit all the time, so this kind of would make it easier for me to just kind of like just think off the top of my head and just make something, and then just post it up there and be like, there it is. Or you know, I could still edit these, but this I'm not gonna edit. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I mean, I don't think I'm that interesting, but maybe, I don't know. All right, see ya.